Open the curtains, lights on. Don't miss a moment of this experiment. Oh, the book is strange, like clockwork orange. Keep your eyes buttered till the end. Which you are going to be? Inside the mirror, do you see someone else in the body? Transform me 1 hand, 2 hand, 3 hand. Turn around, says like a doggy till I finish my feet. Cut it off, cut down your nose. All the silver loyalty is gonna get you killed. You make room but all convenient theories for the puppets on TV. There is comfort in the streets if you're gonna control me. At least make it interesting theatrically. When does it hit for me? Think I am done with everything. Now I'm ready to leave. Dragging out 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines. Connect our hands when I no longer can live on knowledge alone. You gave me some hopeful curiosity. You're still happy answers I for my discovery. What's the color of the electric shape you see? And if you love me, can you love your everything too for me?
How's it going? We're back with more. Oh, I've already reached. Okay, so there's new stuff, obviously. Oh. Obtain books of Full Stop, Office, Liveway, and the Carnival. Alright. Let me just, give these guys some equipment then, since it seems that I have to. Hold up. Who's got equipment? It's you guys. Stop. Give me a second to set up all of my people, because I was doing some grinding off camera for some battle symbols, as you can probably tell. So yeah, that was fun. It actually was very boring to grind for them, especially this hat that these guys have. I will show... who has that equipped? You saw it. Excuse me. Stop. Alright, I'm gonna build up Netsack's group really quick, just so I can do this abnormality. This is fine. Joel can have Tamaki, and Charlie can have, I don't know. What abnormality pages are there here? That's not a movie title, you're right. Let's go with, like, Pierre. Why not? Not Pierre. We'll go with, like... I don't even know, honestly. It's been a bit. I'll give him Rain's page, why not? Pierce and slash damage. That's easy enough. Sure, that works. Level 2 is Pierce and slash. This is easy. How's it going, Jamie? Hopefully you're having a good day. I was having a pretty good day. There, that works, right? Yeah, that's fine. Joel is going to be using ranged. because I like ranged, and then the last one can be like some returned fire, why not? Charlie. Only 2 daring decisions. D-ranked in TC League, and I'm having a horrible day. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. And then I want loosen up because it's better. Okay, there we go. Now I'm just gonna make them look cool because honestly, you have drunk oh, that's because drunk fixer is the easy one to get. Don't display this stupid mask. It does not look good. Yeah, that looks fine. But yeah, I did a lot of farming for... What the heck, Joel? So this is like... This is a Pierce setup. You know what? I don't even have any. I didn't get, do I have something different here? It's just evade. I don't want evade. The character name Joel is Joel and it's confusing me. Yeah, no, it is Joel, and that's because it's named after Joel from the chat. Okay, we can just go with this, I guess. So let's do this abnormality. Porccubus! Okay. Sure. What upsets me even... Oh. It's scary at first, but the next step won't be... Don't you want to feel the dazzling and vibrant display of colors? Hold on. On hit gives the target 2 positive emotion coins. Take no damage from ranged pages. Well, I guess I shouldn't have brought Joel. Speed dice +1. At the start of each scene, characters restore 1 light for each page of pleasure in their hand. On hit, if the target has 3 pages of pleasure, deal 20 damage and exhaust those pages. This sounds really stupid. Doesn't like. This is wild. Pain, stop it. Porccubus, you're too strong. Oh my goodness. How do I deal with this? Oh, I have oh, maybe that's how. You know, that would make sense. Thinking about it. Time for the head to burst. Well, Netzack is dead. Rip Netzack. Well, this didn't go well. I'm going to have to be very powerful to win this. This is a cool fight. I am not at all prepared for it. Okay, what type of damage is it doing, actually? That'd probably be good to know. Blunt. I just know it's doing blunt. Okay. All right. Well, that didn't go well. I'm gonna change my loadouts. So blunt damage is what I want to resist. I don't even know if I have anything that resists blunt damage, to be honest with you. I mean, Gyungmi endures it, so I could use that once. I definitely shouldn't use Walter, because he is weak to it. Oh, Carnival pages endure it, actually. That might be a thought. At the same time, I think I'm just gonna take Olga and Mars, because I need win. Let's see. How do we want to do this? I didn't look at its weaknesses or anything either. I probably should have done that. Okay. Oh, wait. No, no light attack. Light attack bad. I don't even know any good blunt moves I have. I guess Will Produce Fine Silk is a good move here, actually, thinking about it. Hold on, I want a different Mars page. Pierce. None of them have blunt, but I can at least take this one and have evades. This is gonna be tough. Definitely. Alright, let's try it again. This is a weird setup. Okay, let's see. Oh. Listen to this soundtrack all day? Same. The soundtrack is amazing. I'm not sure what I should do about it, to be honest with you. You should kill it? I'm trying, Leno. How's it going, man? Kill it dead. I'm working. This is not an easy fight. And the best part about it is the developers knew, right? The developers knew that the ranged pages were nuts. So they make the first new abnormality immune to range damage entirely. Yeah, this is the one... Okay, it does piercing damage. Time for the head to burst. Hold up. You can't even do anything. Oh yeah, I want to get this out of my inventory. You don't want pleasure to... What the heck? You do not want to have pleasure in this inventory. What do you mean the devs are funny? They're being smart. That was a weird bug with the turn order. Oh, here we go. What is Game of Trust? Add 2 copies of pleasure to the target's hand. I don't want you to do that, actually. I would prefer if you didn't. Alright, let's produce some fine silk then. Oh, hold up. I gotta do it the other way around. Because I've only just learned how the orders go. Fuck, I was gonna sleep like an hour ago. I'm sorry. Go to sleep, Jamie. You have a good sleep. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. Stop. Stop. Still only halfway to a stagger. See, here's the interesting thing, though, because pleasure is a really good move. I did it again. Why does it keep doing that? The game knows how fascinating fabric works. Yeah, pleasure is really high variance, but it's really good damage. Also, you really don't want to keep them in your hand, so it's good to just throw them out just as soon as you get them. Good. Not as good. Stop that. He got a 10 on Game of Trust. That's incredible. Netsack is pretty close to death. I'm very tempted to take this. Honestly, yeah, give it to Netsack. Are you targeting with? Freaking. Oh, you only have 2. Oops. That's fine. Oh, good. I got weight up using Brawl. That's why Brawl is like an average card at best. It's fun to use, though. Alright, time for Netzach to die. Yeah, that's okay. Oh no, he lived. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Come on, we are so close to winning this right now. Wow, you only... That's incredible. Oh, good. You did good, Charlie. What? Oh, Netzach has only pleasure in his hands. Alright. This is fine. There we go. Holy crap, that was rough. Wow, Porccubus. Good God. On taking a hit, recover 2 to 5 stagger resist if the character isn't staggered. Okay, and 50% chance to restore 1 light upon taking a hit. However, if the character is at 20% or lower, die instantly when this effect triggers. Alright. New story. Suppression of Blue Star next? No. You don't reek of alcohol today. What's up? Because I didn't drink. I just want to stay sober today. What's gotten into you? You look pretty sad to miss out on a chance to drink. Whoops, was it that noticeable? Well, today's a special day. The day I died and perished from this world. Really? What's the date again? It's hard to keep track of time staying here. The date doesn't really matter. It's this exact moment I'm commemorating. I learned all about the life and death of Giovanni, my first incarnation. That's what you meant, huh? Do you think the followers of the Church of Gears are a bunch of fools, Roland? You mean how they're so desperate to find meaning in their lives, going so far as to join a cult? Nah, I don't think they're stupid. They're just pitiful. That's what I think, too. I grew up without anyone to call parents. Same here. I was raised by my grandma, had a rough childhood. I was born in a nest and got left in an orphanage without even knowing who my parents were. I'd have died already if it was the Backstreets. I was lucky to be born in a nest and unlucky to have lost my parents so early. What nest was it? K-Corpse. That's one of the more decent ones I've heard. Yep, my life was pretty smooth. Slightly more unfortunate than others, and slightly luckier than others. I never really starved or got bullied by anyone. It was a sheltered life, free from any outside influence. All I did was breathe in that shelter without meaning. I thought it was the natural thing to do. Everyone else had the same expression as mine. In the school or on the streets, all the people in the nest made the same face. Lost focus, spacing out and staring into empty places? You're spot on. I figured life just comes and goes. I kept living a monotonous life, until I met someone with a face I'd never seen before. Oh-ho! I'm guessing you met your first love? I suppose. It was Giovanni's first love, to be exact. She was giving a passionate speech in the middle of the street, even though no one paid attention to her. I barely understood what she was saying, actually. All I could think about was how brilliant and alive a person could be. Love at first sight, eh? She went on about how she'll change this world and its people, and she was looking for recruits to join her cause. Sorry, my mouth was getting really dry. Good lord. Isn't it funny? Who in the nest would want to give up their comfortable life for research like that, really? Yet you did. True. Maybe she went out onto the street expecting to run into someone like Giovanni. Her name was Carmen. Carmen, huh? Whenever I saw Carmen bringing with joy and pride for her cause, I felt alive too. I wanted to stay with her forever. Though she probably just saw me as a good friend or colleague and nothing more. The heart-rending agony of unrequited love. It didn't matter to me that much. I was content with living on like that. But then tragedy befalls the research team, right? Yep, slowly. Progress of our research stagnated, and Carmen gradually lost her liveliness. And then, when a kid named Enoch died during an experiment, it's as if something within her snapped. I wanted to cheer her up somehow, but seeing Carmen's lethargic face scared me so much. It's like I was erased from the world. And Carmen ended her own life soon after that. That sure sounds tragic. Must have shocked you hard. I could take it somewhat well. I was actually pretty calm about it. I thought even the person who was more alive than anyone could meet such an early and miserable end. I decided to stay in the laboratory and help out with completing the research Carmen started. Her colleagues were still there, and they didn't lose hope just yet. Then one day, they said we might possibly be able to save Carmen. A tempting offer, wasn't it? It was, and I'm guessing it came at a price. It was a risky experiment. The subjects could slip into a permanent coma if it went wrong. No one was willing to participate, so I volunteered to be the subject. Carmen coming back would have been the ideal outcome, but even if it failed and I ended up sleeping forever, I was okay with that. In a world without Carmen, I lost my light anyway. So I can understand people taking desperate measures to find meaning in their lives, like the Church of Gears we recently saw. I participated in an experiment that could get me killed for a similar reason, and its result was a failure, huh? Yep. Then I was given a second life, woke up in Lobotomy Corp as NetSac. Even though I had already abandoned all attachments to life before I died. In the midst of confusion, I could hear a nostalgic voice that told me to try to live on. After all those twists and turns, I finally got here, now with the fearlessness to keep on living. That's a commendable spirit, Nets. And now I want to actually live, rather than just barely exist while doing nothing but breathe. If I get a chance to, that is. I'm starting to think it might actually be possible this time around. The world is bigger than I expected, and it has lots of hideous sides, but there certainly is beauty to be found. I guess your drinking habit was a coping mechanism to get you through each day. Pretty much. I do enjoy alcohol for what it is, though. Same for me. I feel like a drink now, shall we? I'm all for it. Cheers for today. Now, I have a fourth individual in the team. Great. Now I need to think harder. Oh boy is right, and I have nobody to name it after either. Oh yeah, you want to see how many books of Lulu I have? I have 77 of them. Oh, I have 234 of Backstreet Fixer Volume 2. I haven't been burning any of the books I got while grinding for battle symbols, in case you were curious. Which is why I have so many. Alright. So one big thing is, now that Sanguine Desire works as intended, I'm actually going to equip Hod's team with items that will work. Hold up. That's wrong. Oh yeah, I got all the base pages up to level 20 as well, because I felt it was appropriate. What am I doing? Okay. I want Liwei's page on somebody here. Not that one, I want this one. And then you can have a carnival page, I guess. Let me... oh yeah, pure stagger damage. This was a really annoying gift to farm for too. Kill Olga 5 times, by the way, with either Book of Mika or Rain. I only got it for this team because this is the bleed team. I'm just trying to think if there's anything in here that I don't need. Also, I would have... isn't this... Yeah, it's blunt dice power. What the heck? Okay, that's good. You can just not have that on, Adrelian. I want mostly pierce stuff on these guys, so... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let us decide what the build should consist of here. I'm gonna have to take a minute to get all of my builds set up, because I didn't really have any set up. And then that. That's a pretty good bleed setup for a Liwei page. Hold on, I have a better Olga, don't I? No, it's blunt. Pleasure X9? I wish. That would be fun, but unfortunately not doable. No, I'll just have this one. Slash damage isn't bad, so... I mostly want it for Beyond the Shadow anyways. Don't know what else I would want on this particular individual. So I'm just gonna take, like, random shit. High level shit, though. I mean, I guess I could take Brawl, since Slash is boosted. Why not? That works for that. And then you, Leno. You are gonna have some fun. Alright? You ready? This build is gonna look stupid as all hell. But it's gonna make sense. Okay. Now, Yasad's team is easier to set up, because you just want as much blunt boost as you can get, essentially. And by blunt boost, I mean as solid damage as you can do. I was gonna... Never mind. I'll just put that here. Where's Julia's page? Never thought I'd go back to this, did you? Ugh. Hold on. I mean, I know it has aspiration, but I wonder if they'll do anything for tool abnos, like shelter in particular would be difficult. They'll find something they can do with it. Guaranteed. We need express train to hell. No, we don't. We absolutely do not. Do not speak this heresy in my house. Express train to hell is the worst option. Oh yeah, give Freezy a really good blunt page, so like Lulu or something. Don't I have a Walter that has good blunt? Not really. Okay, well, it was worth a check. You have a double Pierce boost? Do I have a good blunt page for Mars? No. I do not have... Give him the Walters page that has the blunt boost, that one. And you are gonna have this Young Me's page. Because that makes sense. Listen, I'm gonna be here for a second, because there's a lot of stuff to take care of. Oh yeah, Full Stop to Life is a really good card, by the way. And by that, I mean really, really good. I don't think there's a better card than it, if I'm being honest. For slash damage, that is. By the way, I still don't understand how Scratch that works. Because it's all 5 to 9s, but all of its rolls get reduced by 2 for some reason. I don't know whose idea that was. God dang it. I just saw what emotes Jamie put beneath the announcement, and it's not a title. What the heck? You just need the strongest blunt cards I have. I think Scratch That is meant to work with Brawl. I'm guessing that that's the case, yeah. But also, why? It makes sense for Young Me specifically. It does not make sense overall, in my opinion. Also, how's it going, Nistrian? How are you? Welcome. I mean, I like Brawl as a card, don't get me wrong. It is fantastic. Sure, we'll go with this strat on you. Really dumb strat. Because I feel like being dumb today. Slice isn't even a good card. Not in my eyes, anyways. Been a pretty good weekend so far, that's good. Ooh, there's a strat. Yes, no blocks is necessary. I have so many loosen ups. Alright, there you go. There's Yesod sorted out. Malcute is going to have Lulu's page. Slash and block or blunt and pierce. I don't even... Don't I have a third one? It's that little one. Of course it is. Fine. Slash and block. And then I'll give myself Mars page because I am one of those people. And then Jay normally has Walters. But I'll give him Lieways. Malcute is cute in every single outfit when she has glasses. Why does this have cards in it? What? Okay. Blunt and slash boost. Well. Gamble is just a good card. Okay, that was easy. Pierce and slash. Sure. Wait Up is just a good card. I wish Wait Up was a better card. Not gonna lie. Do you have slash and block? That's fine. No. The heck? Would I even... What's a good slash and block card for the last slot? I guess I can just put Will Be Tasty in there for the last one. No. I'll just put in another Gather Intel. That looks fine. And then I'll just stick with that for him. Okay, Grim is getting... What does these stores do? Yeah. I don't even know what setup I'd go with for them. We're just building decks at this point. Here. Atomic Ease page, because I don't have a ranged fighter yet, really. And then 3 indiscriminates. That's about what I normally have on a ranged fighter. Let's see. Isadora is a good card. Blunt and slash? Absolutely. Oh, I have no more brawls. That's unfortunate. And then you can just have, I don't know, another one of Walter's, I suppose. That's Pierce and Pierce. Well, that's great, actually. Now that I think about it, there's not really that many good Pierce cards. It's mostly just, those ones from before. Alright, that works. Hold on, isn't there a better tier 1 Pierce? I mean, I guess there's as the prescript orders, but why would I take that? Okay, and do we want to build all these? That takes so long. I've not had a team of 4 yet. I could probably just have them all be like 1 dice users. I really wish I had a blunt and slash reins. That would be fun. Okay. Don't I have a good... Oh, yeah, it's this one. Hold up. Get that off of there. And then Vincent, the new guy. Is there anyone in chat that's not an employee who wants to be? Pierce. What's my other Pierre's page do? Where is it? I'll join Netzak's team? Alright, you got a preference in how you'd like to look? Good with whatever? Alright, I'm gonna make you taller then because there's nobody tall in Netzak's team. Alright. Appearance. This hair color bothers me on a fundamental level. There we go. Alright. And now to actually... Oh god, you have no battle symbols. Oh no. I forgot about that. I don't know what build to give you. Paralysis. There's a good idea. You have Pierce and Blunt Mastery. Because there's a good... Isn't it I'll End You that does it? Yeah. Paralysis is not a build I've messed around with. in the recent past, honestly. Oh yeah, and bind, I guess, is also an option. You can just be like... Hold on. What about the othermost page? Slash only? Alright, that's fine. We'll have you be support. Okay. There we go. There's a good support setup. See, what sucks here is that this weakens pierce damage, but what slash cards do I have? Non-stop assault on this setup is not bad. What are the good block? I guess. What good block cards do I have? Combat prep, actually. That ain't bad. Only 2. No. Gotta stop doing that. There we go. Jewel. He's going to have all the guns. And then Netzach is running Rain's page, so that means Daring Decision and Gamble. Because Fierce Onslaught is bad. Hold on, where's this card? Okay, there. Everybody is set up finally. Good God, that took a while. Oh, I should check... What objectives do I have? Obtain the Book of Salvador. Okay, that's a new one. Obtain the Book of Salvador. Well, I guess I know what we're doing. I don't even know what this fight is going to be like. It's just Walter and Zwei Section 6. Okay. Alright, let's see it. Who the heck? Philip? These guys don't look particularly threatening. I've prepared your usual tea, Master. Thank you, Philip. Master. Good grief. This is what I must hear from my old friend. This tea has a strong aroma and taste today. I like it. Thank you for the compliment, sir. What is the news you received from your old friend, if I may ask? Philip, have you heard of the library? Yes, although I know little about it other than that it's an urban legend. It has recently been exalted to an urban plague, and it appears that the Zwei Section 6 fell victim to it. Then the old friend of yours is... Yes, it's Walter. He seems to have fallen in the library. Foolish old pal. He struggled so much trying to rise up the ranks, and yet this is how he ends. I'm sorry for your loss. I heard he was your colleague back in the Zwei. It must be heartbreaking. My heart is unscathed, boy. I was never fond of Walter. Pardon? He didn't quite have the potential to be a capable man. He seemed clever, but his thoughts were one-dimensional. And his habit of making rhetorical questions. Goodness, was that annoying. Although I suppose he did have some talent, seeing as he managed to stay in Section 6 without getting demoted further. Perhaps it was savoir-faire or mere luck. Yuna. Yeah, I'm sick of this smell of sangwacha. What the... How do you pronounce that? Sangwacha. It's even stronger today. Hello, Seanbei. Hey, Philip. Looks like you're getting better at making tea day by day, huh? He certainly is. Philip is an expert when it comes to brewing sangwa cha. Maybe I should learn from him so that I can make some for my wife. Thank you. Cut it out with that awkward smile. You didn't join our office to make tea all day. Now, Yuna, Philip has shown excellent results in the field as well. He's become a proud grade 5 fixer now. Ooh, he's strong. If his Sangwa Cha expertise counted toward grade evaluations, he would have easily become a grade 1 and gotten a color too. Yes, if he were to receive a color, perhaps it would be bright yellow, much like the hue of his egg yolk floating atop the tea. Oh, it's also the color of Forsythia, my favorite flower. Please stop with the silly jokes, Master. Philip needs a trusty role model. Anyway, I've taken care of the request regarding the 1,000 needles. Wow, you're impressive, Seonbae. Solving an urban legend class request on your own. It was kinda dangerous at the end. I don't know where they got it, but they started merging into one using a brainstem focus resonator. The building started melting, needles kept pouring out of that lump like crazy, people struck by those needles started exploding and creating chaos. It was awful. And the culprit behind it was... Was it yesterday's promise as expected? Yeah, that seemed to be the case. I honestly didn't want to believe it, but it looks like magic really does exist. Strange symbols and stuff are carved down every needle. I haven't even heard of any other application device that can do that, not from my knowledge at least. Still, you've dealt with it and come back alive. You are the pride of our office, Yuna. It feels like I'm the only working member, though. And monthly rent is rather intimidating since our office is in the nest. You know the request I just did won't be enough to cover it, right? No need to worry about our financial situation. I received a request that could keep us afloat for 3 months. Is that an urban plague class job or something? It is indeed. An urban plague? What is it about? Is our office going alone? It's the library. I tried contacting the Wedge office, but they seem to be busy with their own work. Thus, we will be taking care of it by ourselves for now. What, did it get exalted? The library was an urban legend the last time I heard about it. It did. Besides, this request was directly assigned to us by the Zwei Association. Perhaps they deem that they need an office proficient in combat for this job. Got it. I'll make some calls then. Please do, Yuna. This is gonna be my first time handling an urban plague class case. That is true, Philip. I know this is your first time with an urban plague class request, but try to loosen up a bit. Think of it as a learning experience. Watch how I or Yuna act on the field. If we get this job done, why don't we throw a party at your house like the last time, Gramps? You surely have ways to get yourself fed, Yuna. You know how much I love to eat, don't you, Gramps? And your cooking is awesome, too. House party, huh? Why the long face, Philip? Got too nervous to take on an urban plague? It's nothing. Well, alright then. I'll be preparing first. Philip, how about a small conversation between the two of us once this job is done? Sure. It seemed as if you had concerns in your mind. Understood, sir. Huh, that Gramps is still doing fixer work. You know him? It's nothing huge. I came across him a few times in the past and owed him some favors. And he's one of the veterans, too. He made his bones... What? He made his bones to a degree in the smoke war when he was younger. He did seem to have many connections. Although he's washed up now, just like me. He seems to be faring much better than you, though. Oh, did you really have to stab me with those facts? The interior's pretty slick. Reminds me of that factory we raided as part of the Midnight Pancreas Burgers request. What does... What are these names? The Midnight Pancreas Burgers. What? Please. I don't even want to be reminded of that case, and I'm not seeing any similarities here. I mean, that factory was also pretty clean and moody for a place where terrible things... Oh ho ho ho, Philip. I almost got a retaste the sangwa cha I drank a bit ago. Sorry, sir. Greetings, dear guests. A pleasure to meet you. You must be Angela. Yes, I am the director and librarian of my role's namesake. Tell me, what should we do to kill you? I'd like to know that as well, I see, I see. You have the capability for casual banter, Let's cut the chat short, shall we, Master? Now, Angela, do not hope to meet a peaceful end after imbuing your hands in so much blood. I believe the same can be said of you. May you find your book in this place, then. Oh, here we go. That's a lot! So he has 2 moves per turn. That's not good. At the start of the act, 3 random allies gain 3 protection? Whoa! Light of Daybreak. On a successful hit, deal 3 additional staggered damage if the target has burn. And when inflicting burn, apply 1 additional stack. And then he has good slash attacks. Whoa! He has a gold page. He has many gold... Yeah, Salvador seems pretty monstrous. That's like a normal card. I'm not worried of Flash of Sunup. That's a 0 cost? Excuse me? What the heck is this? Sunset Blade. It's just 3 attacks. Okay, so Salvador is a threat. What about Yuna? Apply additional burn, and at the end of the scene, gain 3 strength if no other allies are present. So kill Yuna before anyone else. Are these are not ranged. Okay. Butterfly Slat. That looks really strong. And then this... Reduce power of target's current die by 1. That's a new effect. What about Philip? Gain power by double the current emotion level. Kill him first. And then he's got Stigmatize, which is gain to an... Oh, he builds his own emotion level. Okay. And he resists Pierce. Oh my god, this is gonna suck. Who do I even bring for this? I'm not gonna bring these guys, because there's a resist of Pierce in here. Though I could. Oh! She's actually weak to 2 damage types. So Salvador is a threat. The other 2 are only threatening if I leave them too long. Grim has a gun? I completely didn't even acknowledge that. None of them are weak to Pierce, so I shouldn't even... I'll bring Yasad's team, I guess. Should I just bring Netsack so I have 4? That might be a better idea, honestly. Yeah, let's just bring Netsack's group. Had to use Netsack's team for this one since they were the only team with 4 members. Yeah, I understand. Oh boy, he's already starting off strong, huh? Flash of Sunup, and you draw pages with it! Stigmatized doesn't look like a big deal, in all honesty. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with this. I got a daring decision somebody, so that's fine. This is okay. Who's he eating? Oh, you. That's right. What do I hit this with? I'm feeling like Prepared Mind just for the endurance gain. Are you weak to Pierce? You are. Ooh. Maybe I want to redirect. I can't. Okay. He has 78 health. Ow. Okay, yeah, Yuna's gonna be annoying. I kinda have to target Salvador first, if I'm being honest. Oh, you're weak to slash damage. I'm probably gonna have to retry this. Oh no. That's not good. Why do you only have one card? I'm gonna throw books at you if you scare me. Alright. Oh, this again? Really? I'm just trying as hard as I can to stagger him. I don't want to risk... Oh my god, I'm taking so much burn. There, that's a stagger. Okay, good. Alright, and since their emotion level is up, I can kill him. And I will, because I'm not gonna risk losing this right now. Oh, that's an easy fight. Hold up. Let's see. Yeah, I'll end you as a good choice against that. Gamble. Kill Salvador. I'm gonna do as much damage as possible while he's stunned. I really just failed that check, didn't I? Okay. Okay, he's dead. Okay. Alright. Now I'm gonna want to target Yuna next. Taking a hit, recover 2 to 5, stagger, resist if they aren't staggered. That was a bad choice. Why did I pick that? Stigmatize on him? Okay, I just won't redirect you then. Butterfly slash. Combat prep. Yeah, Yuna's the next biggest threat because if I leave her to last, then her damage gets upped. Okay, that's good. You're gonna die. That was to be expected, to be honest. I had to go and end like this. Okay. Oh god. Oh wow, that's a horrible card for that. Hold up. A worthy sacrifice to take out Salvador early. Yeah, I know. Salvador is a scary boy. You know what? Netsack. I actually do want Netsack to take it, because at least he'll gain endurance. Okay. So it didn't have too much trouble after, Salvador was gone, but I might not have actually gotten a Book of Salvador, so we might need to redo this. Oh, he left. Philip didn't die. He ran away. I didn't see what happened to Yuna, but I know I can get Book of Salvador here. Oh, and I did. Alright. So Philip booked it. That Gramps still hasn't changed after so many years. He didn't seem to recognize you, though. Probably because Roland wasn't fighting. Fixers meet so many people in their lives, it's pretty much impossible to remember them all. And Gramps knows even more people than most Fixers, so there's no way he can recount everyone he'd met. Not like he needs to, though. And he's old, so his memories probably got shaky. Why didn't you say to him that you knew him then? I just didn't want to make a scene. Giving him the time of day would only make both of us uncomfortable. Imagine walking up to your enemy in battle and saying, "Hi there, we were friends 3 years ago, remember?" It'd be awkward for sure, and bothersome too. I don't dislike how you try not to leave any loose ends in relationships. I guess so. I gave up caring about bonds long ago. And as I say from time to time, you never know when anyone will backstab you in this world, even those who you casually joke with. Gramps knew that better than anyone, I'm sure. And now we got 2 new abnormalities to take out. Alright. Oh yeah. Let's do HODs first. Spider Bud? That's only a Teth. I've already done an HE on this, but okay. Oh. Maybe it's not going to be easy. Okay. No weaknesses. Target foes that have killed an ally. Become active and target foes for 2 scenes after an ally dies. So it doesn't actually attack unless I kill its friends. Target foes with the cocoon status effect. So, who do I target first? Inflict disarm? I don't know what disarm does. Oh, I can't even target that. Oh, I need to kill these, don't I? Goodness. I got a max roll on headshot. That's nice. Oof. This is gonna suck. Like, actually. I was not prepared for these things. And I still don't know what disarm does. Let's see if I can get lucky with Brawl. Stop getting good rolls. I shouldn't ask them to stop, honestly. Yep, I got tailoring. And then I got the worst rolls with tailoring. Which figures. Can you stop hitting him, please? There. This is really awkward, actually. Because I don't know who I'm meant to be attacking, honestly. Also, nothing has the cocooned status yet. Can you stop? They don't do that much damage. This one's almost dead. I still can't use that. Okay. Let's see. Who can I headshot? I can headshot, you. Oh, good. Free tailoring. God dang it. Am I already? No, I was only on one. Why is nobody targeting him? Oi. There, one down. Now, what's the spider bud gonna be like? Two down, actually, but, you know. What's it gonna do? 10? Oh. That's rough right there. And it's impossible to redirect. God, I hate those defense dice. Ha! I actually managed to do it. Ooh, this thing is nasty. And that's like the only move it has as well. Ooh, pain. All right. Alright, now I can just focus on the big one. Glitter. Oh, right. Oh, you have to apply it to somebody now. Okay. That's fine. Dang it. That's a horrible idea. Oh, wow. This is the suckiest stagger turn I have. I'm gonna do 4 damage. Watch. More cocooning, I suppose. Okay. So close. Okay. That was a lot of damage. This thing's not that bad. It's definitely not as bad as what was the last abnormality I fought again? Oh, here we go. I'm about to learn what pain feels like. How did that stagger? I'm confused. Why are you attacking her? Cocoon is an instant stagger. Oh, good. I didn't know that, but now that I do know that, Alright, we win. It's dead. After the tailoring, it's definitely gonna be dead. Yeah. Thinking about those cocoons still gives me goosebumps. Suppression of spider bud complete. Successful attack, recover 2 to 7 HP if the target is staggered. And then on a successful attack, if the dice rolled a maximum value, deal 2 to 4 stagger damage to the opponent and inflict 1 fragile. This boss is not too bad once its little minion spiders are gone. I agree. This is gold. I like how quiet and peaceful this floor can be. And the librarians here seem calm and collected, just like you are, Hod.
Oh, hey, Roland. They may seem meek and quiet, but when they work hard. I rely on them a lot.
And I'm relying on my librarians quite a bit too. What are you guys doing anyway, all gathered up here? Doesn't seem like you're sorting books.
We were having a meetup of our book discussion club. We pick a book that catches our attention, read it, and then talk about it.
Not exactly the kind of meetups the librarians on my floor would like to have. I'm guessing your librarians are all gladly joining in with you then?
Yeah, they are. They're helping me out with this more passionately than I expected.
I was thinking at least some of them would protest out of laziness. Imagine if you asked Netstack to join. He'd have run away before the meetup could even start.
You got that right. He totally would. Still, I can tell things have changed from the past. I used to have similar meetups back in Lobotomy Corp, you see.
Really? I suppose those weren't the peaceful book club meetings you have now.
You're right. I ran a counseling program with my employees. They were always living in fear of the abnormalities if they were lucky enough to survive. I wanted to be of help somehow. But back then I imposed myself and my ideas on them too hard. If the employees seemed ever so slightly uncomfortable with counseling, I'd beat myself up over it and let the wound fester inside of me. I was upset that no one understood my goodwill.
Sorry to say this, but past you sounds like a tiring one to deal with.
I know, right? I think so too. All the things I did to help others weren't really out of goodwill or anything. I was just seeking consolation for myself. I wanted forgiveness for the misdeed I committed in my first life. By being helpful to others somehow.
So, did you get to be a helpful person?
No, there's no way I'd actually be of any help with that kind of mindset. I even tried in Kefalin.
In Kefalin, huh? The pressure must have been serious if you started doing drugs.
Despite everything I tried, I couldn't find salvation anywhere. Nothing I did could liberate me from the fact I was a bad person and a sinner.
And then you almost had the chance to take that weight off your mind, but Angela foiled that in the end?
Yeah, that's how it went. Even when Angela was standing in our way, I was only thinking about myself. Selfish, wasn't I? This was my one and only chance to finally repent once and for all, but it all came to naught. It's silly, I know. I was still too stupid to realize it then. That you can't just become a good person through a good deed or two. What really matters is the mindset that prompts you to do such deeds.
And how do you run into that realization?
Well, I learned it after talking to my librarians face to face and holding lots of meetups like this, ironically enough. I carefully suggested having these book clubs meetups too. Like you said, a few librarians didn't like the idea at first. But when I explained why I wanted to hold this meetup and how I felt, they warmed up to it and helped me out with enthusiasm. It wasn't about the method or action itself. I realized that we should lay our hearts out in the open and let our thoughts confront each other.
All's well that ends well.
For sure. Maybe Angela looked forward to this outcome.
Not sure if our prideful Miss Library Director had the delicacy to set up a plan so considerate.
I think I'm going to confront her for real this time.
For what exactly?
I'll face Angela and let her know what I think.
That's going to take some courage.
You're right. Angela still feels a bit distant and scary to me, but I'll try to approach her nonetheless.
And I'll be rooting for you from the sidelines when that time comes.
You might end up losing your limbs again if things don't go well. Are you going to be okay with that?
From a distance, of course.
You're a coward just like me, aren't you, Roland?
Well, hey, birds of a feather flock together. Let's be both brave together as cowards.
Yeah, thanks for the encouragement, Roland.
Oh boy, now we have a 4th for the bleed team. I need to get more pages. And now for Malkuth's abnormality suppression. Fairy Festival. Hi, Jewel. How's it going? You missed it. I already fought Salvador, but I'm probably gonna fight him a couple more times. That's not what the fairies looked like in Lobotomy. Momentary satiation. If an ally with prepared meat status has 1 HP, consume it at the start of the scene and gain 10 fragile, feeble disarm for the duration of that scene. I don't know, it has the wings. Let's see. If HP goes down to 25% or lower, kill all allies and gain 30 strength at the end of the scene if no other allies are present. What? Wait. Yeah, they might be hungry. And then these guys, at the start of each scene, restore 10 HP. HP does not drop below 1 until the queen dies. Okay. So I have to kill this one. Prepare to meet status to an ally. Oh god, I don't like this. And they inflict bleed. I don't like this. Wait, this is stupid. Because I need to be able to hit her. Hold on, I have an idea. Because scratch that as a bad card anyways. Let me read this again. I don't understand the ravenousness. Does it only gain 30 strength if there are no allies? Because I know I need to kill one of the fairies, I'm pretty sure. But I also need to kill her, so I don't understand how to do this. It only gains 30 strength when it has 50 HP or less. Yeah, I understand that, but it says kill all allies and gain 30 strength at the end of the scene if no other allies are present. Which is what I don't understand. I understand the HP to 25% or lower, but does it have to kill allies in order for... I'm just gonna assume that if it doesn't kill any allies, then it doesn't get the boost. So I'm just gonna focus one of the fairies for now. Oh, it's already... Alright. I definitely focused it a little too hard. Only the fairy queen can kill the little ones. You can only leave them at 1 HP. That I knew. I was trying to figure out whether I needed to let her kill all of them first, which I think is the case. That one doesn't have it. This is the one with prepared meat. Oh boy, that's not good. Since when do you have bullets? What? I don't even remember that. Okay, Oh, they're literally weak to everything. Okay. Wow, so much for getting +2 power to each dice. What? Wow. Good job, Malkuth. I'm not sure what to do. I'm not gonna lie. Reduce the one with the buff to 1 HP, then focus the queen. That's what I figured. So hold on. I want the fastest person to kill the one with the buff, right? The fastest people, yes. Yeah, you don't have any pierce. Ah, stop. Oh god, it's healing. I just noticed that. They heal every time they hit you. I'm gonna lose this. Oh, it's staggered. Nice. There. The one with the buff is on 1 HP. And now it's gonna get eaten, right? Nostalgic. Yeah, okay. So now it's really weak this turn. I think. Okay, I understand. Oh my god, these fairies are annoying. $17. All right. Okay. Now it's gonna be back to normal. So I want to. Is there one that has the buff? Not currently. God, I hate that. Okay, it has the buff. We're good. Fairy Queen is going to be weak this turn. Though I wish I hadn't used Scratch that, honestly. Okay. So anything I do to it right now will be insanely strong, yeah. Lag. Stop. This is more powerful. Who are you targeting? Good. Two fatal damage. Good job, Fairy Queen. You really are super weak when you don't have minions to munch on. Okay, you're using the block? Good. Ooh, nice. Please get it down to 1. Thank you. Okay. And now I should... Whoa. It just rolled a 31. Oh, no. That's not good. I would like to call that not good. Follow that initiative. Hey, how's it going, Iwang? How are you doing? Yeah, that's a hell of a lot of initiative. How have you been? Okay, it's definitely gonna die this turn, though. That's good. Whew! I know you've been waiting for the next floor to come out to play more. I just can't wait, personally. Okay, let's see. 3 scenes heal 15% at the end. After taking 3 hits, lose 25% of current HP and lose this effect. And that well-timed stun. I was pretty sure this was going to eat someone. I'm not sure, honestly. Heal 15% HP is really awful. Good work, everyone. Cheerful as always, Malkuth. What are you up to? I want to have content that lasts at least 1 stream. I think there's enough content that's new to last 1, but that's just me. What with the full stop office as well. That was a really brutal fight, honestly. Oh, hi, Roland. I was just having a training session with the assistant librarians. Seems lively. Guess you're good friends with each other. There's 2 receptions that are new, but also 3 new abnormality fights. So, yeah. As soon as you boot up the game, NetSec's most recent requirement... Oh, no, I guess it wouldn't be. Never mind. They were my employees back in Lobotomy Corp. How's it going, Feet? Back then, I could only assist them from the backseat rather than on the field. It's nice to be able to work alongside them this time around. Former co-workers from Lobotomy Corp, huh? Must be refreshing. It sure is. I used to push them too hard because of my faulty mindset. Yeah, I'm doing good. But it'll be different this time. We'll start with the things we can do, one at a time. Face the past and build the future. I like this quote. It feels like a good way to summarize the essence of history. It's similar to something I would hear before, too. You ain't wrong, but there aren't too many people who can actually learn from history these days. The lessons seem obvious, but putting them into action is the hard part. I've been thinking about the past a lot. I was a person called Elijah. That was your first life? On a 1v1 Dr. Dead? I was watching that, and it was a little weird that you weren't hitting him at all. Yep, born in the nest as an ordinary citizen, went on to ordinary school. I wasn't anyone special, I wasn't richer than most people, and I didn't really have special talent in any field. The people in the nest where Elijah lived, they all seemed to have lost focus in life, spacing out and staring into empty places. Everyone only saw black and white things. Isn't the nest full of shiny and bright arrays of colors? It was almost an eyesore sometimes. It's lagging for you as well? I believe it. Didn't want to say anything because I didn't have proof. That's true. But those other colors weren't necessary for reading. There's already too many black and white things for the eyes to take. It's no use seeing other useless colors. I guess Elijah could see those colors then. Not exactly, but she tried hard to see them. The colors were still there, just not for our eyes. Elijah wanted to let others know. About how diverse and brilliant colors are. About how colors are ever-changing and free-formed, like how the mix of 2 colors can bring out a brand new color. That's what Elijah thought, I think. You sound like you're talking about someone else, third person. To be honest, I don't really feel like Elijah and I are one and the same. Maybe too much time has passed since then. The other librarians probably feel the same. My current life feels more like an extension of that life as Malkuth from the Lobotomy Corp, rather. My time as Elijah feels kinda distant and unfamiliar, even though it was my first life. It's like the memories of someone from a distant past are now part of me, you know what I mean? It's nostalgic in a way, and a bit sad and stuff. I don't know a whole lot about that reincarnation jazz, but I guess that's a good thing? Yeah, it doesn't feel so bad. It feels good to finally have the time to reflect on myself.
Looking back at the lives I had and the history I made, I think we didn't spend enough time looking back. We were all too busy heading forward. And the same goes for Angela, maybe. No one has the time to look back. Even now I'm running straight ahead. But still, looking back at the past can supposedly give the solution for troubles of the present and worries of the future. I think that's correct, although I'm not sure I can find the solution for the problems we're facing right now. I think I'm getting close to finding the answer for what Angela said to me before.
About who you were and how you wanted to live?
I didn't really have what I could call a dream at that time. But things are different now. If I were to dream with what I'd do after this, I think I would have wanted to be an architect, maybe. You know, the person who designs buildings and oversees the process of construction until it's finished.
Huh, I guess Rome wasn't built in a day.
Of course it wasn't. You have to start with designing the most beautiful exterior that can be created within the functional limitations.
That sounds complicated.
Did you know, Roland? There's this phrase, we shape our buildings, therefore they shape us.
Oh, thereafter. My bad.
It may be too late to change the people who've lived so far, but what influence will all the structures of the city have on future residents as they grow up? If I were to make buildings with colors that'll be remembered by everyone, and if that could make people perceive colors how Elijah got to, those are the thoughts I had.
I'm sure you'll do a great job if you get the chance, Malkia. Sounds like the job would fit you well, too.
Haha, thanks. Maybe you should reflect on your past like I did, Roland. It'll be a helpful exercise.
My eyes are always fixed on the past. Anyway, hope you can realize that dream of becoming an architect. Hey! And now we got another one. Okay. I should really fight the Dawn office again, but first I'm gonna burn those books. Just to see if I can't get one. Hopefully at least get the Book of Una. Hey! Perfect. Alright, let's check that out. Weak to slashing and bludgeoning, but resists pierce on the defense side. So if you're the last one alive, you're better. And then I honestly... Oh, it's burn. That's right. I'll give that to you, and I'll give Mysterian the Stephan's page. Ooh! That female voice, excuse me. Okay, apparently these inflict burn, but it doesn't say they do. According to patch notes, armor customization exists. Have you tried it out? I have. Once you get... Wait, armor customization? Oh, no, that's a Steam Workshop thing. You can make custom armor sets in the Steam Workshop now. Why do these all say that they inflict burn when they don't have it listed? That might just be a glitch, honestly. Oh, the transferring of mods. I'm honestly not sure how it works. I haven't messed around with it yet. Also, this card is insane. And apparently it inflicts burn, too. Okay. You know, I honestly like this, but I'm gonna take 2 out and replace them with, Loosen Up, just so I have more. Give me my last Sunset Blade back. And then you, instead of having Law and Order, can have a Handle Request. Why not? Handle Request is almost better than Prepared Mind. Alright, let's do it again. Try to get that Book of Salvador page. So we'll just do it the way we did before. Focus down Salvador and then end the rest. You want to kill Salvador last for the guaranteed book? I do, but here's the thing, though. Look at how many passives Salvador has. Also, he starts with 3. Yeah, if you keep Salvador alive, then his allies all get buffs to their defense, and it's really hard to get him to emotion 3. Or 2, or whatever. So I just like to target him. It's really hard to keep him alive. You also don't want to leave Yuna for last, because if she's the last one, she gains a lot of power. But, oh well. Yeah, if you can stagger him and do a lot of damage then, you can kind of focus the other 2. I guess. Ow. Does that inflict burn? I'm not even sure if it does. Uh-oh. Don't do that. Also, having 4 librarians make this a lot easier than it probably is supposed to be. They do inflict burn. It says it, but he doesn't have any burn on him. I think that it's just, like, bugged at the moment, which wouldn't surprise me. Eject. Also, Philip is scary. Let's see if actual burn. 1 ally and 1 enemy have burn after using some stuff. Oh. Oh, is that why Philip is burned? Okay. Oh yeah, that makes more sense. Now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, that's the case. Okay. 10? Excuse me, sir. Oh yeah, wait. That's right. His passive is insane. I forgot. Yeah, Philip's passive increases his power if his emotion level is high. And oh boy, is that not... Who needs it? You need it first. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep him alive. I don't know if I'll be able to. Sunset Blades on... I don't know, I guess him. Actually, no, I can't redirect, so... That works. Gamble... Lower him a bit. Shoot Philip. Shoot Philip until he dies. Ow. This won't kill him. It'll come very close, but it won't kill him. We'll take the shot kill, Philip. I don't think it will, but it'll get very close, so let me just do this as well. Oh yeah, this move. This is a fun one. And unlike Scratch That, is actually good. There's literally no way to counter this, as far as I can tell. Haha, fucking D12 damage, exactly. It's not the highest damage on a card I have, though, is the weird thing. But the defense in front of it just makes it impossible to deal with unless you also have it. Legitimately, I just want to make sure Philip dies. He needs to go. He's a bad boy. Ow. Okay, he's low enough that I can finish him off when I need to. There, he's dead. Yeah, and unlike the other two, Philip runs away. You have another one? Are you kidding me? Am I weak to that? I am. That's fine. Actually, Joel, why don't you do that on her? Let's finish Yuna off, if possible. Interesting, an enemy bails. Yeah, Philip bails, which means we're gonna fight him again. Which is cool, honestly. I like when they do that. Aha! Okay. Yuna still has a lot of health, now that I'm looking at it. Actually. So I might be in a bit of a pickle. No, you see what's gonna happen here is he's gonna die to his own burn, probably. At some point. Okay, you don't even matter. Actually, just stick to, like, weak attacks at the moment. Try to get that emotion level built up. You just don't do anything, I guess. I can hate CQC. That won't kill her. See, Salvador is so powerful. 3 protection to everyone every turn is just so brutal. And they're not at high emotion yet. Okay. Ooh. You know what? I'm just gonna play it safe and end the fight. Looking at it, because I don't want him to stagger Netzach at the moment. Yeah, Salvador has a golden combat page and a golden key page. Oh yeah, that's right, you weren't even max level. I completely forgot. Block mastery, that's not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna be farming this fight for a long time. These cards are good. Balls. Absolute garbage. Hold on. Oh, it actually shows it leveling up now. Nice. I'll just get rid of this spare Pierre's page I have. What do we got? Blunt Mastery. Alright, that's not bad. Alright, I'll do one more. And then... Hi Wang, if you're gonna go live after this, then I'll gladly send everyone over to you. Oh, we're just gonna start off with that, huh? Okay, cool. Appreciate it? Nice. Yeah, I'd do that. Freaking like listening to you guys banter over there. That's nice. That's just... That's so rude, and I'm just gonna do it. Alright, and you can deal with him. Just target Salvador until he staggers, and then it... Oh my god. I really need a better level 3 slash damage thing. Ah. It's fine. It's not so much as it's 3 defense, it's 3 defense randomly. So I don't even know who's getting them. Why am I ignoring Yuna? Doesn't seem like a smart decision. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Darn. Yeah, this fight isn't going as well as the last couple. Are you kidding me? Hit him, Nutsack, please. I beg of you. Yeah, this is going very badly, actually. Okay. Can have it. Is anyone attacking Jola? No. Okay, good. Oh god. No. Oh no, you are. That's rude, first of all. Because she's gonna die to that. Yeah, I can't stop him from doing that. Can hit him as a response. What are you doing, Philip? Like, that's absurd. Please stagger him. Thank you. Good. Ooh. No, please don't. Balls. What the heck? How did that happen? Alright. Just kill him. Again, I'm not gonna risk that. Because 2 people are about to die on my end, so... There. Salvador is dead. Come on! Stop getting 10s! It's annoying. Oh god, she still has a lot of health left. I'm probably gonna lose this, actually. Just looking at it. And killing Philip doesn't give me anything. I mean, I can try. Yeah, it's dead. The only thing I have is a prepared mind. That's fine. Yeah, this is bad. This always happens, though. When it came to full stop office, I had the same thing happen. I went back in to fight it again and got my ass kicked. That's fine. Defeat. Does this mean I don't have a Book of Walter? Does in fact mean that I don't have a Book of Walter. Alright. Well, that sucks. And I didn't even get Salvador's. Alright, let me go get my Book of Walter back quick, then. Won't take long anyways. My cards are insane now. Good God. It's probably because of the axe page, honestly. I need pages that actually have double. rather than just, you know. And that guy is dead. Cool. Christ. I hate when that happens. That's just a loud sound. Okay. And I need to actually get his thing up once at least. Non-stop assault is just bad. I don't know why I'm using it. I might have better luck if I use a different group against Salvador, because this team's badges aren't exactly the greatest. Why is the face mask only visible when she's attacking? Ow. Why not? I don't know. Hey, how's it going, Maddie? How have you been today? Missed an honestly nuts fight. And I've done it 3 times and I won 2 of them, unlike last time when I did it 4 times and won only 1 of them. Overall, meh. Want to stream but lack confidence and want to chat. Ooh. I feel that. I've had that a lot. There's not really a way to deal with it other than just do it, though. If I'm being honest with you. Don't make that face at me. You know I'm right. What? Persistent challenger. Wow. Garbage. Alright. Well, it's better than nothing. That looks so dumb on him. Alright, let me pick Hod's team, I guess. What's another good bleed setup that I could do? I could use Yuna's and then... Actually, no, that might... No, that's a good idea. And then just give this new guy Yuna's page. That works for now. We will attempt it one more time. I have 2 books of Walter, so even if I fail, I can do it again. Haven't tried using Hod's team for this. He's really... Okay, good. I was about to be mad at him. Lag, hello? I'd appreciate if I could have control of my game. Ooh, a headshot. I just like that card so much, apparently. Headshot is good, though. Ow. Rude. No. No, I'd rather you didn't. This is what you get, Philip. You took 3 damage from that. I'm glad. Oh, not this again. Ooh, fun! Brawl is always a fun card to mess around with. No, do the butterfly slash. But yeah, this fight is fun, honestly. The last one is kind of annoying more than it is fun. Ooh, I got a Beyond the Shadow. Dope. Oof. That violin case thing is great, though. Apparently there's a glitch. Sometimes the Yuna's a thing. I don't actually know which one of these is the best here. I guess Cocoon would be. Oh, that's not gonna be good. Ooh, fun. Tailoring is always fun. And then I can Sunset Blade on Philip. Boop. Boop him hard. Oh, I got a max roll too, nice. And Adrelian's dead. That's okay. We're doing much better this time than before. And I've almost got them to the emotion level. Oh no! Why? That one's going all the way to her. Can we maybe stagger him before he gets a chance to do that? That'd be nice. Okay, I need somebody to kill Philip. Because he needs to die. Please? No, he didn't stagger. That's very bad. Pain. Oh, he's gonna die. How much bleed did he have? Good God. This is okay. Philip is gonna die. Oh no, he resists piercing. Hold on. He's weak to bludgeoning. That's right. There we go. It's okay if I wasted it. COD's better without cards anyways. Alright, and now I just get to destroy Yuna. Uh-oh, Yuna gets stronger when she's the last one standing? I think it looks like I care. I really don't. To be honest, Salvador died by mistake. I may have gotten like 8 or 9 bleed onto him and then he killed himself. It wasn't intentional, it just kind of happened. And I know that she gets stronger when she's the last one, but there's not much I can do about it. Oh, prescript. God, dog has just decided to bark constantly right now. Okay. This is fine, because Leno gets stronger when there is an ally dead. You can still overwhelm her pretty easily, I know. That's why I'm doing it. She's not that threatening. I'm gonna get staggered from this. She's not that threatening, to be honest. Yeah, she's dead already. Easy. No need to be sympathetic over killing someone. Thanks, Leno. Alright, I only got one of each. I don't know if it's possible to even get more than one of each. I'd like to get Salvador's page. That would be legit. I did not. Alright, that's fine. More stuff from Yuna's page is still okay. Speaking of, I never took the stuff out of these. Okay. I got a level 1 purple, didn't I? No, it's just got all level 2s. Alright. So this team is decent at fighting them, so that's good to know. Alright, since I'm definitely probably not gonna get those things, let me just read Yuna's story. That was the right one? Yeah. Yeah, I read it in here. That's Olga. – Audio transcript from testimony from District 22 Resident 1. File name #S-0019-date 25th. Omitted. I think it was last Monday. Derry said something strange to me. They told me they made a contract with someone that they're scared that they might break it. They said that they don't know what horrifying penalty they'll have to face upon breaking the contract. I tried to calm them down, saying that they should be fine as long as they don't actually breach the contract, but Derry got ticked off and complained that it's unfair how they're supposed to comply with unfavorable terms hidden in the fine print. Then they broke into tears, saying they're doomed anyways. They apparently agreed to do 3 tasks in exchange for gaining power. Audio transcript of testimony from District 22 Resident 2. Do I have to recall that messed up memory? Alright, if it's necessary to prevent another incident from happening. I guess there's no choice. You can record it, sure. I don't remember everything that happened, actually. That day was just like any other, except Derry showed up on the streets after going missing for a few days, looking awfully gaunt. Other than that, the weather was normal, and the streets were the same as always. I know that's when the incident started. Derry was walking the street as they mumbled something, but they didn't seem to be heading to a specific destination. It's like they were staring off into space and forcibly dragging their feet along. They said strange things like something keeps coming or boiling. They were always a bit of a weirdo, so that didn't bother me too much, but then Derry's body began swelling up. All I could think at that moment was how funny they looked, expanded like a balloon. The scene was that unrealistic. Maybe it was the shock of confronting an unbelievable situation paralyzing the human brain, or the brain beginning to believe that it's only a dream and marveling at the scene. But I was just standing still and staring at what was going on. Am I really in reality? But before I could gather myself up, the incident happened. Derry's body blew up and weird needles went. Mrs. Madrid, who was standing in front of me, was struck with one of the needles, and her body swelled up and exploded into a shower of needles just like Derry did. I luckily managed to get away without getting hit by any needles. I ran right to this office without turning back once. And now, I don't think I can get back there. I wonder if anyone else lived, if my friend Mijin's alright, if my house is fine. I'm curious, but I just can't go back. I can't do it. What do? I don't want to go back to the interviewer's breath became coarse and unstable afterwards. The recording was suspended as it was deemed that the interview could no longer proceed. Okay. Let me quickly see if this has a story to it. It does not. Alright, well, it was worth checking. If I stream, are you going to watch? I would, yeah. Should I do a stream where I try out pixel art? Sure. Why wouldn't you? It'd be fine. You'll be okay. But as it stands right now, that's everything I can do, aside from farming more of Salvador's books to try to get his pages. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. It was a nice 2.5 hours, so that's not that bad. Yeah, I want to see. Always send me more. Alright. It looks like Highwang is not currently live, unless he is just started and there's no one there yet. Because I said I'd raid him at the end. Let me quickly check to see if he's live or not. He is not. Not yet, anyways. Quickly, hold on. I want to check something, because maybe I won't stop. If he starts, like, in a moment. Oh, he is live. It's just not showing up on my thing. Yeah, he only just went live, so that's perfect. So let me send everyone over to him. Thank y'all for coming out. I know this was kind of impromptu, because I was wondering if I was going to do it now or later, just based on whoever showed up. Oh yeah, let me look at this pixel art quick. Maddie, this looks really good. I would never be able to do something like that, obviously, but yeah, it looks really nice. Should be happy about that type of thing. It's a really cool drawing. Drawing? I don't know if I'd call it a drawing or not. I just don't know what to refer to pixel art as. Drawing, painting, whatever. But yeah, thank you all for coming out, and I'm going to send y'all over to him now, because I said I would, and I'll be back tomorrow with probably Xenoblade. So I'll see y'all later. Have a good night.